Hello, Virgo. This is your June 2021. So, Virgos, your first card that comes up for you is the Devil card. I'm sorry about that. But the Devil card is not as bad as you think. So, let's see. So, what's happening with this Devil card? The Devil card is talking about excessive indulgence. So, be careful, Virgos. I don't know if you're indulging in drugs, alcohol, sex, porn, anything that can be addicting, anything that is too much, anything that is not in moderation is definitely a problem, no matter how you flip it. Virgos, you guys have been wanting to go back and forth with something. The number 424 seems to make a lot of sense for Virgos, whatever that is. April 24th, or 424 being 4 and 4 is 8 and 2 is 10. So if the number 1, January means something, January 10th means something, April 10th means something, or the 10th of June is meaning something to you, either way, something to do with that number of 424. Okay, 424. I don't know what that's about. Played in a lottery. I can't tell you what. For some of you, again, this is about being tempted into something. This is about also for either you or your partner being tempted to go another way, to being tempted to go with somebody else, being tempted to cheat, being tempted to lie, being tempted to steal, being tempted to do something that is not good for you, or the outcome will not work for you. For some of you, there is a chance for things to change around you. However, for that to happen, you must change as well. For some of you, these changes, these bondage, these things that you have on you may feel like something's got to do it now. Something's really got to work. Something's got to take a hold of something different. For some of you, these challenges here with this Devil card is talking about breaking the chains that are holding you back from something as well. Some of you are in a relationship that literally have you binded and chained, not physically, but hypothetically speaking, that this person has you stuck where you are. You're not happy. You may not be miserable, but you're definitely not happy. You're definitely not appreciative on what's going on around you in this situation because this person isn't giving you what you need in order to be happy. This person's really never sat down and asked you, what do you need to be happy? Be careful because you may be feeling powerless over this situation because that's the next card that came up is the Eight of Swords. So you may be feeling very powerless over the situation and feeling trapped in this relationship. It's no doubt about it, Virgo. Definitely, there's a fence here. You need to put up a fence. You need to put up a wall. You need to put something in between the two of you, or this is because you need to create this boundary. This definitely is going to have a boundary here to it, and that is going to help you to be able to achieve your goals and move forward. For some of you, you need to get deeper within your personal power. You need to find a way to use your self-confidence again and pick yourself up and lift yourself out of this situation. During the month of June, Virgo, you guys seem to have a lot of things at stake here. Or there's a lot of things that you could lose in the month of June. There's also a lot of negative feelings or negative behaviors that need to be changed up. Your optimism is not existing right now. You're focused on pessimistic behaviors. Right now, because of the fact this person has you feeling trapped, feeling like you can't make choices or decisions on your own, feeling like you can't go anywhere and do what you want by yourself. There's no trust between the two of you. There's a lot of arguments that go back and forth. There's also jealousy either on their part or yours. Somebody is definitely very controlling due to jealousy. For some of you, the candle is burning at both ends. For some of you, the sky is definitely starting to move the clouds in and feeling as if you're being suffocated or smothered in a situation. Some of you are at the breaking point right now, and there will be one more straw that will break this camel's back. Once this last lie, deception, abuse, something that comes in, once this occurs, someone may go to jail, someone may go to the hospital, someone may go to divorce court, someone will break up, someone will walk away, someone will regret what they've done. Somebody maybe, in fact, go to prison. Maybe not a mental prison, maybe an actual prison. Somebody may decide to rob somebody or do something very foolish that you know. Somebody may even rob a bank, which is a federal offense. That is a federal offense. Robbing a bank is a federal offense. That's crazy. Far-fetched, maybe, but it's true. Somebody on here, somebody is going to know somebody who is planning on doing something really dumb. And hopefully you'll get this message and reside to them very quickly that you will have 1,000,000 cops with big shotguns pointed right at you. You will never make it safe out of that bank. And if you try, you will die doing so. That person will not succeed in what they're going to try to do. They hadn't even thought it all the way through. This person just gets crazy ideas and runs with them. You know who this is? Then you need to speak to them. We also have the Magician card that showed up, and the Magician card talks about your self-confidence, how important it is to continue to believe in your self-confidence, to believe in yourself, to trust your intuition, to trust your gut feeling, to know that you're empowered, to know that your creativity is endless, to know that you are be able to go beyond the extremes of anything and everything, that you are the only one who could set limitations on yourself. There is going to be an opportunity for you to be able to learn something new, whether it's a new skill, a new trade, or something of that nature. I also want you to focus on the fact that there are many things that are intended for you to go through and to learn through, and lessons and challenges in front of you. But these things will be in your favor. These things are going to make you feel so much better after you accomplish and achieve these goals. There is somebody who's going to deal with a fever. It will be low grade, but you won't understand where it's from. It may be a touch of the COVID due to the fact you've had your vaccines, but you will be okay. There's somebody who's going to feel very scared, or very scary people around them, people that are unknown, or something of a situation that you're not used to. For some of you, it's watching scary movies. Who knows, Amityville Horror, Chucky movies, or whatever. But either way, that may make you scary, or that may be the scary people that I see around you. So you might like watching horror movies. For some of you, you're going to come up with an idea, something that you're wanting to sell, or something you're wanting to get exposed about, an invention, a creation, and that's very good. There's also something coming up about a big show, or a big time show, or something about somebody's putting on a big show. Somebody may be perpetrating a fraud around you, or pretending to be somebody who they're not. So be aware of that. There's also going to be an opportunity for you to be able to get interested in another type of hobby, another type of time passing situation, something that makes your time go by. For some of you, it may be gymnastics that you're involved in. For some of you, there may be something that has to do with dance, or ballet, or jazz, or tap. For some of you, it might be about a pool, going to a pool, swimming in a pool. For some of you, it might be a pool that you're getting involved in. Everybody's getting into this car pool, or everybody's into this football pool or basketball, whatever kind of pool it is. Some of you are gambling with something with a pool. Some of you may be dealing with a nest of bees, some kind of a bee's nest. Be very careful. Some of you may deal with these bees. They might be in the ground as well, which could cause a very, very bad problem, an emergency 911 kind of problem, so be careful. For some of you, you might have an interview coming up and it looks very positive. For some of you, it might be something in reference to a Jurassic Park kind of scene. Things are going to be very monstrous and all over the place, and very large and very big. So wherever you're going, some of you may be going to Epcot Center. Some of you may be going to a trip on a cruise, or something on a boat. There is a lot of opportunities in the month of June for you as well, something about school, or catching up with school, or finishing up with school, or getting that certification, diploma, or degree. There's also going to be an opportunity here that has to do with jewelry, missing jewelry, broken jewelry, repairing jewelry, creating jewelry, designing jewelry, so whoever that's for. There's definitely a lot of an entrepreneurship going on here for you, the sign of Virgo, as well. For some of you, there is something very exclusive that's going to be offered only to you. There's something that might be an impractical joke. Somebody might be trying to do something that is a joke around you or on you. Be careful of who you trust. There's also something that's going to create you to get sidetracked for a little while. You might be in the middle of a particular project or something, but you might end up feeling like you get sidetracked. There's also going to be something that has to do with the newspapers, or something with the news. Either you're going to be in the news, or you're going to know who's in the news, or you're going to hear about the news. Whatever it is, you're going to understand what's going on when it does. Coming up now, it feels like by the end of June, there's going to be something of conversation, communication between you and a partner. Something is finally going to be evened out, ironed out, fixed up, shaped up, put back together, glued together. For some of you, this is going to have to be rebuilt, renewed, reinvented, recreated. Something's going to have to start from scratch if you want it to work. For some of you, as being the magician, you are going to have a lot of creativity here. You're going to have endless power to be able to change the things that you want changed. Some of you may just be signing off, quitting, walking away, being done with such situation or a relationship. Some of you may have decided to be the best man in a wedding, or somebody asked you to be the best man in a wedding. For some of you, you are a true law-abiding citizen, but something is being challenged on you. There also may be something with getting something approved. For some of you, justice will be served in a situation. It feels like it may have something to do with children or custody or something of that nature. Some of you may be dealing with workman's comp lawsuits, which is going to end in your favor. For some of you, fishing, catching tuna, catching catfish, catching cod, catching perch, catching something. I just see somebody doing a lot of fishing. For some of you, it might be hearing about a huge eruption or explosion, or it could be earthquake. Earthquake. It feels like California. A very big earthquake coming in California. So be careful. If you're in California, be careful. For some of you, there is something that is going to be very loud. Whether it's a siren, a horn, something of an alert is going to be very loud and will be scary. This could be either a prisoner escaped, or this could be of an emergency situation. Somebody else might be asked to go undercover or going to do some undercover work, or somebody's going to do some private investigating work. Somebody's definitely maybe hired a private investigator. Maybe somebody's watching you, or you know of somebody that's being watched, or perhaps an investigator speaks to you about someone else, so be careful. For some of you, you may be going legally blonde. You may be deciding to change your hair blonde and deciding to just make a huge change right now, something that you've been wanting to do again. Some of you definitely may be deciding to change a lot of your outside of appearance and going to be working on it very strongly between the month of June and the month of December. So with that being said, this is your monthly for June 2021.